What's happening, y'all? Blake here, aka Perfect Storm, and I'm here to give you my top 5 reasons on why martial arts is essential in your life. Now, before we get into it, I've been a martial artist my entire life. My dad used to teach multiple different types of martial arts at gyms. I mean, he was a professional kickboxer and used to be a karate champion, so he's taught me my entire life too. So before I could walk, I've been doing martial arts. So all of these reasons that I'm giving you are based off my personal experiences and personal experience I've seen others do too. So let's get into it. Okay, so my first reason as to why martial arts is essential is it helps with anxiety, depression, anger, and all the other emotions that you have. And I really truly believe that, and I talk from experience. When I was younger, I dealt with a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety, even being a martial artist my whole life. But the only thing that really honestly seemed to help me was going to the gym, testing myself, grappling, sparring, or just learning new skills, strength training. That genuinely seemed to be the only time where my anxiety or my depression was halted. And after the training, you just felt so good. If I missed days or, my inner was talking or something, I felt like crap the whole day if I did not make it to class. But that time when after the gym or after you do something strenuous, you just feel so good. And I truly believe that martial arts is like the number one thing for it. I mean, I've seen it happen personally, like for myself, a couple of my friends, even people at work. I've actually gotten to start training and just start punching a bag even to relieve them of some anger issues that they have, and they've already told me that it's helping them. So I think that's essential and key for people to, even if you're not competing or fighting or doing any of these things, if you're just learning new skills for yourself and upgrading yourself, I think that's what it's all right. So my second reason is it builds discipline and helps you meet your goals. First, discipline. I mean, that's one of the hardest things to master is just discipline. Whether you're motivated, you don't feel good, you're sick, just making sure you complete your goals for the day is essential. And that's what martial arts is really about. You always set goals, even if it's small goals, and you just make sure you hit them at the time that you want to hit them at. And that's life. At a job, you have certain things you have to hit that day, or certain things you have to hit the week, or like I said, you're going through to a new job opportunity, and you have to make sure you're going through certain things to get there. Martial arts that's the perfect training for life. We all have goals we have to meet at our 9 to 5 or whatever you're doing, and martial arts is perfect. And the discipline aspect is you have to have discipline to be a good martial artist. It goes hand in hand. So that's definitely key. The third essential reason, builds a foundation. This day and age, in the times that we're living in, it seems like a strong man is frowned upon. Strong men, strong women are frowned upon. It is essential, in my opinion, to build a strong foundation, because like I've said in a couple of the other ones, life is a bitch sometimes. And if you're not strong and you don't know how to deal with that, it can put you down, even if you are strong, but you can deal with it better. And I think it's essential. You have to build from the ground up in anything you do. And to build yourself in that way is extremely important. I can hear my dogs just acting a fool up there. Excuse that noise. But yeah, you got to build yourself a strong foundation. It's extremely essential. It's hard, it's something that it takes time to do, but I think that's the beauty of life in a way, and upgrading yourself. It's something that's challenging, and it's something that you'll never really reach a cap. You're always being able to improve in something. So building a foundation is my fourth reason, and it's a very simple one, but it makes you a nicer person for the most part. You got some rotten eggs in everything you do, but 85% of the time it actually makes you more humble and just an actual overall nicer person. And now, for example, there's been many times, me personally, I went to the gym, sparring class, I'm feeling good, like I'm ready to get it rock and roll. I'm like, I can't be beat, and I get my ass whooped. Okay, simple as that. You just get humbled, and when you get humbled like that, it just kind of brings you down to a level that you're just overall I truly believe you're just overall a better person. Now, a lot of people believe, you know, because you're learning how to create beautiful violence, and you're able to use these weapons in a certain way, that you're going to go out there and just start beating everybody up. And for the most part, it does not work like that. Yes, with everything you do, you're going to get a few people that gain skills like that and use it for the wrong reasons, but that's not the majority. You know, so I truly believe that martial arts makes you a nicer person. I mean, some of my best friends and the best people I've ever met are straight killers, and they're the nicest people. That's usually how it goes. You know, you gotta always watch out for the quiet, nice ones, right? I mean, that's the truth. All right, last but not least, y'all, but it makes you ready for life's challenges. You know, Joe Rogan said this in a couple of his podcasts, and my dad instilled this in me when I was young. But if you intentionally make your body and your spirit and your soul go through something strenuous, as the gym, martial arts, I really do believe that it makes everything in your life easier. Like, it goes kind of back to the anxiety and depression and all that stuff. Like, it brings it down to a level where you feel like it's manageable, and you're calmer in scenarios. You're a lot cooler, calm and collected in situations. You know, whether it be at your work, you know, your boss is giving you a hard time, you got these deadlines you got to get done, and just like in the gym, you got to get these workouts done in a circuit training in 2-3 minutes, and you got to get it done. You got to make sure at all costs, and it doesn't matter. Just like in the workforce, you know, or you're going out for a new position, and you gotta meet all these goals before you get there. Just like in training, you got certain things you got to get to a different belt. You got to get, you know, do all these things for a different move. And if you're competing and doing competition, as in fights or grappling tournaments, you know, anything like that, or going up for a different belt, and you got your belt stuff. I mean, it really goes hand in hand, and I really do believe that's why. I mean, martial arts is one of the key points, and it's not being taught like that anymore. I feel like it's actually getting less taught as the world's going on, and you know, we can't all have, you know, weak people, especially our youth and our generations. I mean, humans are amazing, and you know, a lot of us do not get to see our full potential of ourselves, you know, and that's the beauty of life. And I don't think like I said, you don't have to compete. You know, you don't have to do these you just to do it for yourself. Just learning new skills for yourself, your spirit, your mind, and your body. It's essential. All right, guys. So that was just my top 5. I could have a whole list, honestly, of how martial arts is essential and how it changed people's lives and my life. But those are just my top 5. But I just want to leave you with, you know, have fun. You know, when you're doing martial arts or testing yourself in any avenue, you know, whether it be jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, Muay Thai, Taekwondo, Judo, just have fun with it, you know, kind of embrace the failures too. Failure is essential. You either win or you learn, and in the failures is where you learn the most. You know, it's hard because, you know, when I first started and I was failing, and I failed a lot in my life, you know, it hurt. But then I just kind of learned to embrace it and admire it, because, you know, that's where you actually learn and grow the most. But, you know, to all my fellow martial artists out there, you know, feel free to leave. I'm very curious. So drop, you know, a comment of how martial arts changed your life, or what you guys think, you know, is essential for martial artists, and why people should do martial artists, and you know, comment. And I'm very curious. So, but make sure to like and subscribe, please. You know, have a wonderful day. Peace.